Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. Today I'm going to talk about a movie that really wasn't on my radar for much longer before it came out. And that is the new action crime thriller, Copshop. On the run from a lethal assassin, a wily con artist devises a scheme to hide out inside a small-town police station. But when the hitman turns up at the precinct, an unsuspecting rookie cop finds herself caught in the crosshairs. Copshop is directed by Joe Carnahan and written by McLeod and Joe Carnahan. This movie stars Frank Grillo, Gerard Butler, Alexis Louder, Toby Huss, and Ryan O'Nan. So this movie was not on my radar, I didn't really hear about it until, it was coming out, basically. But then I looked at the premise, and I was like, that sounds really interesting. That sounds like that could be a really fun action film. So I went to see it the other night, and it is a very fun action film. It has some slow burn elements in it at times, because it's a one location kind of thriller, but so there is some character, back and forth dialogue between Frank Grillo's Teddy Moretto and Gerard Butler's Bob Vidic. So it was a very interesting dynamic, and I was very intrigued to, see what was going on between these two bad guys. So I knew they both wanted to be arrested, and they wanted to be in this certain precinct for some reason, and throughout the film you find out the plot in the movie, not the plot of the movie, but why they're in that precinct, why they're trying to get away from each other or towards each other. One may or may not be looking for the other. And throughout all this, you really get a good story about this cop and good development. This cop, Valerie Young, played by Alexis Louder. And I think Alexis Louder is really the standout here. Don't get me wrong, Frank Grillo's awesome. Gerard Butler does a great job. I went in thinking it was about those two, and you get a lot more than you might expect from this cop, and I really enjoyed her performance and her character. The three of them just really make this movie. Toby Huss as Anthony Lamb, though, he's like a creepy serial killer guy. His character reminded me of Vicious Fun. If you have not seen Vicious Fun, go watch it on Shudder. It's a horror comedy about a support group for serial killers and, what leads the night from there. Anthony Lamb from this movie reminded me of a serial killer that would be in that group. These four really carry this film. I mean, they're the main characters. There's a fifth guy, and he's good as well. Really, these, especially the main three, the cop, Frank Grillo's character, and Gerard Butler's character, you really get to know them. And you really get to know why they're in there, what they've done in their past. Why are they after each other? Why is one trying to get away? Why is the other trying to get after the other? And you see this development of the cop becoming a stronger cop, a stronger person, a more brave person, a smarter person. She was always smart. She's really, at times, one step ahead of these two villains. Like I said, she is just a great actress, and I really enjoyed her character development here. And I think there's some twists and turns you're not going to expect with the characters. There's times you may believe one of the characters that they're going to do the right thing, or you think they're going to do the wrong thing, and they don't. It subverts expectations, at least for me. Maybe some people will be able to guess some of these twists and turns. And there were times I'm like, okay, no, they're not going to do that. Oh, they are going to do that. There are times like that, but for the most part, I didn't really know what to expect at times. The action, the violence, it's really, really good. So some of the violence, it's not really shown, but it's hidden in a way that I think it makes it even more effective at times. I really liked the camera work here to hide the violence. It is rated R, so there is blood, there is violence, and there's some stuff you could see, like at a time a knife goes, you see the knife through a hand. People are getting shot left and right. You may see a shot from behind, someone shooting someone in the head, and you're seeing it from behind, so you see the blood splatter against the window. Stuff like that. And there's a time when the camera's kind of panning around. Someone needs their jaw fixed, and the person fixes their jaw while the camera's on the back of their head. So you hear the jaw getting clipped, but you don't see the broken jaw. So I think that some of this stuff is really effective. You don't need to show the gruesome violence all the time. I think that they did a good job in this film not showing it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish they showed it, but no, I think that this film was effective in that regard, in a lot of regards. Even at a time, there was a time it reminded me of a serial killer horror thriller, which I appreciate because I mean I really like serial killer horror thrillers. There is some comedic elements as well that had me chuckling. No really laugh out loud moments per se, for me at least, but definitely some chuckle-worthy performances, some, you know, skin-crawling performances as well. I think that these actors, the director, the writer, they did a very good job here. There's some really well-directed shots. Like I said, I mean, I was saying in the hiding the violence, that's just really well-directed. So there's a lot of stuff here, and I think that they balance it very well. There's some stuff that I would have liked to learn more about the past, you know, and what these two guys, why they're running from each other or towards each other. What does everyone have to do with everything? There was some stuff I wanted to learn more about, but I really think that they really tied it together pretty well in the end, though. And it does end in a way that you just kind of have to think about what might happen next, but I really liked the ending. I think that you'll have a fun time at the theater with this one. This was one of the more fun times I've had at the theater this year, to be honest. And I went alone, so that's saying something. Yeah, I had a fun time. This is a good action movie, a fun action movie, and it's one that I definitely recommend seeing. But what would I give Copshop? Copshop gets an 8.5 out of 10 from me. That's an 8.5 out of 10 for Copshop. Have you seen Copshop? Are you interested in it? The premise is really what interested me, and the cast. So that's why I went to see it. So did my review interest you more? Let me know down in that comment section. Please blow up that comment section. If you liked what you've seen here, you're going to like something else, so click around here to see something else. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the action film fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Dan.